$250 a month rent for an apartment? Wait a minute. Sketchy. And just going to try to get the hell out of here. Pretty sad, man. There's all these houses all boarded up all over the place. And just another reason why I'm not going to stay here too long. All right, the only reason I had to come down here was to pick up my new tires. Came in the mail. And the hell out of here. All right, new tires. So since I'm poor, everything costs more. And it's true. If you're not part of the club, any sort of Hilton club, any hotel clubs, I don't have bad credit. I just don't have big credit. So I pay for not having anything really. $50 a night, $30 a night, minimum 20 for a campground with no power. And this summer, I'm done. And if you don't know already, I'm Tectonic Traveler and I live on this bicycle. I'm 60. I can't spend $50 a night. A hotel is $100 plus a night, right? I mean, that'd be cheap, $100. Can't even really find that. And then rent, no way. Not doing it. Not wasting any more money here. And I'm going to tell you why. Yeah, and this is why I lived in Colombia for a year. I'm not going to go through all the numbers with you, but I will just start with this. I'm going to get my old apartment back. So just imagine for a second, and I don't have any pictures of the place. It's small, but $250 is my rent, all right? Now, it started as an Airbnb. This is in Central America, okay? I'm not going to tell you where yet. When I get there, I'll show you. I'll show you my apartment. $250, that includes everything. Public transportation down there, easy. Here, can you imagine taking a Greyhound? I just did it 2 years ago. Nightmare. With the bike, and they wouldn't even let me take the bike. They don't do that anymore. And it just depends on who you get. South America, hey, I need a ride. $20. I can go 200 miles. It's just a whole different deal. And the food, man, the food. Now, I know all of you can't leave. I know it's probably impossible for some people to go out of the country. But I'm 60. So if you're planning to go, or if you're just imagining, how do I do this? How would I do it? I'm going to lay it down real clean here and tell you the difference. The main thing is, if I'm sitting here, say I'm here at the shed for a month, okay? That's about $600-700 a month. And I just buy food and the incidentals I need and pay for my phone and my data, okay? I don't have any other bills, by the way, so I don't have a car, I don't have insurance and all that like a lot of you may have. But just clear the slate, right? The phone, the Wi-Fi, and maybe tossing some dollars wherever I'm staying, if it's a friend or family. But a lot of times I'm camping, and that's expensive these days. So I'll stealth camp, and then I'll just get water, repower at an RV park, and spend. The other night, I spent $80 at an RV park, man. I can't do that. You know, I was doing this for the last few years in America, on and off when I'd come home to America, and it'd be okay. You know, I could pull it off. No big deal. It was like twice as expensive as back down there in South America, but I could afford to do it. Now, I'm not doing it. Yeah, sure, I could afford to barely do it, but why do I want to live that way? Eat shitty food, processed food, and pay rent to a nasty landlord, or even Motel 6, you know, where everybody's hanging out, living. It's just different in America, and here's the difference. There's just different riffraff. There's riffraff and there's dangers down there, right? I'm going to get people commenting saying, well, you can't, it's dangerous down there. Well, you know what? It isn't dangerous if you live in the right places. I could be just from here, just blocks from where I am right now, total area infested with drugs. Because just sitting here, back to that, I spend about, if I was just to sit here, about $600, $700 a month. That's food and my bills and stuff, keeping my little business running, my internet and all that. And if I start moving around, or I paid rent, imagine what that would be. Now, for that, let's say $650, right? Down in South America, Central America, I'll have extra money left for that much money. Oh, and I'll say there's parts of Mexico, same thing. $250 a month rent. I know, it's hard to believe. Now, if you paid $450 a month, say you're an expat, like I have friends down there that are a lot of them are expats, $400 to $600 a month is what they're paying. Now for that, they're living in kind of luxury. And for my $250 a month, pretty lean, but not bad. Everything I need, safe. the vegetables, the fruits, there's no GMOs. Depending on where you are, you can live way better. I mean, I can walk into the jungle 200 feet off the road and come out with $200 worth of produce. The beef is grass-fed. You just watch where you eat. But for the most part, everything there down south is just cheaper and better for me. It's not for everybody. But I'm looking at the cost here, and I'm looking at, just for rent here, to rent a bedroom where I am right now, would it be about $2,000? Maybe it'd be about, okay, let's get cheap here, $1,000 a month if you found some crappy room in an insecure house. You never know what's going on. You don't have any privacy. You're sharing everything. That's the kind of lifestyle you live here if you do it that way. For me, it just makes more sense. I'm sorry. Yeah. And as we're cruising along, we'll talk more about sunlight, water, and magnetism, because that'll be a big deal in the videos to come.